Got it in a question. Oh, it ain't no room for guessing. No more than emotionally invested. Showing you all my imperfections. Oh, if I let you, don't take me for granted.
Hey guys, how are you? I hope you guys are all doing well. I am going to film a makeup look. I picked up 2 primers yesterday and they're both by Wet n Wild. They're both pretty new. I know this one is newer than this one. So this one is like the glass skin primer base corrector. The yellow correcting filter brightens and corrects dullness for a glowing complexion. Includes vitamin C with radiant boosting properties. Wear alone to prep skin or for lasting makeup. So this one looks really interesting to me. And then this one I have been seeing quite a bit on YouTube, the Impossible Primer Base. And it just says it delivers all the benefits that you've ever asked for in a primer, and the one that you never thought you could get silicone free. It mattifies, it hydrates, it blurs, and preps skin for long-lasting makeup, and it's impossibly silicone free. So that's a big claim as well. Originally I was gonna do a side with this and a side with this, but since this one is brightening and it has vitamin C, I feel like it would make the tones of my skin completely different tones. So I don't think I'm gonna do that today, but I think the one I'm leaning towards most is the newer one, the glass skin one. I have to work an event tonight, so this would be a good way to test it. I am bartending a private party in Beverly Hills, and I do want to do like a fun makeup look. It's a very small party, but I want to look nice, I want to look presentable, and I want my makeup to last. So I think I'm going to use this guy. Let me just zoom y'all in a little bit. So first things first, I'm going to go in with the Cetaphil Hydrating Eye Gel Cream, and this is my go-to. I always use this eye cream because it's very light and nourishing under the eye area, and it doesn't fight with my concealer. It just kind of makes my concealer blend out effortlessly. Just to bring a little bit of moisture back into my skin, I'm gonna spritz a little bit of the Hyaluronic Fix by Makeup Revolution setting spray or fixing mist, and I'm just gonna tuck my hair behind my ears here so that I don't get my hair, just to kind of bring a little bit of moisture. So I'm gonna start on this side of my face, and I'm just gonna work it in. This is so weird for me to not moisturize before I put my makeup on or a primer, because I always moisturize first. And today I'm just not gonna moisturize. I'm just gonna go straight in with this primer. Right away, I can see the reflective properties in this primer. It's not like a chunky reflective, but it does have like little flecks of, you know, reflective, maybe like gold tones in it. It does feel like it absorbs very quickly, and it just kind of feels like it moisturizes at first, but then it feels like it tightens. But yeah, it does give your skin a really nice look, and it's like glowy and very hydrating. So this could be something. I wonder what my foundation is gonna look like layered. Use a small amount of product and kind of build up that primer, because then you don't have to, then you won't like overuse it and then be like, oh my god, I look like a greasy mess and my skin looks just like too much. I think this was the perfect way to apply it, just a very small amount and just kind of use your fingers to work it in. On the high points of my cheeks and in my smile lines, I've been doing this every day. I just use a tiny bit of this Kiehl's Powerful Line Concentrate, because I've been trying to counteract getting those wrinkles around my crow's feet, you know, the crow's feet wrinkles around your eye. And I just use a very tiny amount, but I know vitamin C is really good for brightening and just keeping your skin wrinkle free. So I feel like this primer looks pretty nice. I'm not mad at it. Let's see how it plays with my foundation situation. I'm going, since I do want a little bit of extra coverage today, I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear 24-hour Fresh Wear, and I am in the color 485. It's like a neutral beige color, I would say. So this is the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Acid Tint. So this is more of like a serum foundation. It has like a little bit of coverage, but it also gives you like a nice healthy glow. And I'm gonna mix these two because I want foundation coverage, but I also want a healthy glow. And since they're both L'Oreal products, I just figured they would play well together. I'm not gonna use a ton of the foundation. It's more just for kind of where I have a little bit of dark spots and just some inconsistencies in my skin, because I really want to test this out. I think it's such a fun product. Things that come in droppers though, they just get so messy, and over time it just ends up on the outside of the bottle. It just ends up everywhere. So I'm gonna just start to kind of dab this in and just sort of blend it out all over my skin. I'm gonna get a little bit close up to my mirror so I can see how this looks over the primer. It seems to be sinking in fairly easy. I'm not noticing any like enlarged pores or skipping. Like, it doesn't seem to be like coming off on the sponge too much either, which I like. I like a good primer that like grips the foundation and it doesn't just like all come off. And I am just using the pressing motion and sort of just like buffing out as well after I press, so there's no harsh lines or anything like that. So hopefully you guys can see that it didn't emphasize anything. It's not sinking into these lines, which have been happening recently. I'll get a little cakey over here. So I'm loving it so far. I'm gonna go in with my Becca Aqua Luminous concealer, and it is discontinued. Actually, the whole line is discontinued, so I did order backups of this off of eBay. I'm just gonna kind of tap out any creasing that I have from applying my eye cream, and I'm gonna go in with the light hand of this concealer. And this is really a just top drawer concealer in my opinion, because it doesn't crease on me too much and it has good yellow undertones. I think this is in the color just medium, but it just always does really well under my eyes in any weather conditions. Even if I'm feeling dry, it blends out super easy and it covers pretty well in my opinion. And yeah, it's just my go-to sort of brightening medium to full coverage concealer. I just feel like I wish it didn't get discontinued. See the difference? It looks so great. Sometimes what I even like to do is I will take a little bit, like a speck, and just kind of concentrate it on that bag and that like dark area, and just really try to not blend it up into where I crease, just to give me a little bit more coverage, and that way you're not adding more concealer to where you would normally crease. I don't know if you guys watch Tati Westbrook on YouTube. I feel like everyone watches her. She's like makeup guru, glam life guru, and she just did like a favorites of like drugstore items. She did like a video about Jason Wu's makeup line at Target, and of course I was influenced and I went out and I got the powder, and it's just like a translucent ready set matte powder, and I was just like, I'm just gonna buy it. I kept my receipt just in case like it didn't work out for me, but I actually loved this powder, and I just feel like it didn't crease on my under eye, and it was just like a good decent, it had good decent coverage. I'm just gonna go in with my duo fiber fluffy brush. This is like a Moda brush that I got in a BoxyCharm a few years ago, and I just like to set with this brush because it's just a light hand and distributes the product pretty evenly underneath that eye area. Oh my god, they're always doing something around my house. It's so loud, I'm sorry. All right, and then to kind of bronze and contour, I use this product when I want to bronze slash contour, the Neutrogena Hydrating Foundation Stick. It's like their Hydro Boost line from Neutrogena, and this is in the color Cacao, I believe. I'm sorry, no, Chestnut. So I will take this. Recently I've been going super high on my cheek to kind of create the shadow of more so like a facelift look, which has totally been trending in the makeup community, and on TikTok I've been seeing so many people apply their contour a lot higher on the face to sort of just look like their cheekbones are higher and their face looks more snatched and up. And I can tend to use a heavy hand with this product, but it's only because it blends out almost into like nothing, and it's not super dark, so I feel like it looks really good once it's blended out. I'm using my duo fiber brush from Luxie, which I also got in a BoxyCharm a few years back. I kind of feel like all of my brushes have been collected through box memberships. But you see how like it blends out kind of golden and kind of plays as a bronzer and a contour. So this beautiful palette, I mean, the outside is okay, right? But it's like gold packaging. I have never heard of Touch and Soul. It's a Korean brand, and look at this. This is just such pretty colors for highlighting, bronzing. You can even like put this on the lids. I like to mix these two here and sort of just set whatever I use for my contour. Even if I use like a powder contour, I will set with this product, and it just further deepens it and gives it like more of a glow. So far so good. So two brow products that I just can't get enough of are the NYX Lift and Snatch, which is like a brow pen. It's like a brow what do they call that, like a brow, not laminate, like it gives you hair like strokes on the brow. And then I also have been using for like 2 years the NYX Precision Brow Pencil, and I use this one in like brown. I believe this is called brown. Oh, actually this is espresso. I feel like I can't ever say espresso. I say espresso or espresso. I think it's espresso though. But I like using this because it kind of, let me just zoom y'all in a little bit more on the brow. As you can see, my brows are very thin, very, very sparse, very struggling. But I use the espresso to kind of give me dimension. Like the color is lighter than my brow. So when I go in with the brow pen, which you will see, it makes it stand out more because I have a brown pencil and a black pencil. So I'll just do this, kind of map it out. Once I stop trying to get my brows perfect, I liked them more. I'm not saying they're perfect by any means. I do some days have better brow days than others, but this is just really simple for me to do it like this because I'm not overthinking it. Isn't that crazy though in life? Like when you stop trying and stop overthinking things, it kind of just works out, and it actually does better when you don't overthink it. So that's my map out. I map it out like this. I use the Lift and Snatch. This thing, you gotta shake it up because it's very felt tip. So it is a very small tip. That's what I was thinking, microblading. It's like microblading your brows every day. And then I just start to create little strokes in an upward position. And then I also kind of extend it up to make it look really bushy, more of like a bushy brow look. I go really fast because like I said, I don't want to overthink it and try to get too precise because then it just looks like a little overdone. Strong brow. Now I'm gonna go in with blush, and I have been so obsessed with this blush, and a lot of Flower Beauty items have been favorites, and I feel like it's just a really good makeup brand at the drugstore. I really love the pigment. I love the way the makeup applies. I love the way it looks on my skin. So I have quite a bit of Flower products, and I have like 2 highlighters. I have this. I have some bronzing drops that I absolutely love. This one is in Raspberry Crush, and it comes like a little deodorant, which I think is so cute. I love the packaging on this. It's very clean. It doesn't like, it's not a messy product, which I love. And this just gives you more of like a pearlescent, more pinkish, you know, like raspberry color, like reddish pinkish. And I feel like it just looks almost like you were in the sun and you're flustered, and it does have a little bit of glitter in the blush, but I don't mind that. I think it looks super young, like it gives you like a youthful look. And I just love Flower Beauty, and Drew Barrymore did so well with this makeup line. I don't know if she's the creative director of the makeup line or she comes up with, you know, how she wants the formulas to be, but all in all, I really have been liking Flower. I'm gonna keep the eye look super simple today, and I've had this Profusion palette that I got, I believe, from Target probably 4 years ago. As you can see, I use Fly the most and Doll the most, and sometimes I'll even mix these two together. I just like to use this to give my eye a little bit of a contour, like just to like deepen it, and I just go in the crease. So I went in with Fly, and I'll just kind of messily put this into the crease, and then I'll just sort of wing it out. It kind of just gives your eye a shape and a little bit of like a shadow to the eye. And then recently I've been going up pretty high on the brow bone as well, just because it's like one color, and I think it just looks really nice. So also I'm gonna be using the Mallee Eyeliner pencil, and it's in Onyx in black, and I'm gonna use my shader brush, these two. This is basically how I have been doing my eyeliner every day. I don't wear eyeliner every day, but when I do wear eyeliner, I just apply it. This is a very wet eye pencil, which I love. It's waterproof, so I know you're not really supposed to tug on your eye, but I do that to just kind of get in there and sort of blend it out, blend the color out, and just like kind of create somewhat of an even line with the eyeliner. And then I just start to kind of like flick it out and blend it out with this flat brush. I'm also going to take this pencil in my waterline as well. This is really dark. This is such a dark I love it. I love how black it is. It just really does make the whites of your eyes look whiter when you go into your upper and lower waterline with a black pencil. Also, what I like to do is I'm just gonna bake a little bit underneath my bronzer with this powder and just sort of kind of clean up this line. This also makes your face just look a lot more chiseled and a lot thinner. So if you want to look like you lost 5 pounds in 5 minutes, go ahead and use some powder on your chin. I'm gonna go in with the Flower Beauty Day Glow, and this is just like a balmy, really pretty golden highlight, and I've been using this a ton in the summer, and it's golden, so it's very reflective and it's buildable, and I've just been taking it like literally right underneath my liner and just sort of pressing this in. I always really like to press things into my skin so that it looks like second skin. With a super dark bronzing powder, this one is the one by Black Radiance and Sun-Kissed Glow. This is what I like to further contour my nose with because it is so dark, and I can be more precise with the line. And it does look really crazy when I first put it on because it is so dark, but I'm telling you, this really snatches the nose. And if you're like warm caramel tones like me, like, you know, yellow, golden, this is a great powder to do this with. It does have a little bit of glitter in it, but it doesn't like ruin the nose contour in my opinion. I think it just makes it look better because it melts in with the highlighter, and just sort of blend it out. I like to also take it up into right by the brow so that it just kind of all melts in. Okay, so I just applied some mascara off camera. I used the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Extension Mascara, which I've had for like a year now. I really love this mascara and it is so good. I did get a little bit underneath my eye, which I will clean up. But now I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Brow Wow Brow Gel, and I like this one because you can really, it's a small wand, so you can really fluff up the brows and kind of manipulate them and make them go up. So I'm just dusting off that bake. And I like this one a lot because it really sticks on, especially when you set the bake, and it looks a bit harsh, but you'll see my little trick to make it look diffused. So the Lancome Absolute powder in golden is what I use to kind of set my face and further give me a glow. And I also use this on the bake as well. And I use this to blend everything sort of out and I just take my time and I really just buff it. I use a very little bit of this powder too. I don't go in too heavy with it. And I just like buffing the face after to just kind of make sure everything's just like blended out. Usually I can get rid of the mascara with this brush as well. It's not completely dry yet, but this usually works. When I buff, it gets rid of like whatever mascara transferred. Okay, so let's finish this look off with the lip. This is the LA Color Lip Liner Pencil in Sienna, and this was $1, and I'm obsessed with this color. So then also I will go in with the NYX Abu Dhabi Soft Matte Lip Cream, and I just love how matte this is but hydrating. Alright, so this is the final makeup look. I just added a tad bit more highlights to my chin and my upper cheeks, and I'm really pleased with the way this makeup came out. I feel like it looks very natural and glowy. It's not too cakey. I love the black liner and the natural eyelash. I just think it looks like super daytime appropriate. And also you can add a lash if like that's something that you like absolutely need. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today and just playing with makeup. And I actually really do like that primer. I feel like it's sinking into my skin really nicely. It doesn't feel as tight. It does feel a little bit tight, but some people like that in a primer, so it's kind of like your choice. But yeah, it's super glowy and very healthy looking. So I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye guys.